Yep, here he is. And, you know, the one thing that I wanted to say about Filipino Champ, it's funny because, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, he's a Marvel player, all this other stuff, and, you know, oh, and at this point in time, you know, Diddy Mokop is the greatest Dhalsim, you know, one of the best Dhalsims, etc., etc. This man made top 8 at EVO last year, and I feel like a lot of people don't remember that, you know?
Yeah, I think the thing about Champ is that Champ was in like the top 15 or something in CPT points, or like top 20 for a while, and then when the release of Marvel happened, he basically stopped competing in the game for a while. Like, he went to majors and events and stuff. But yeah, I mean, at the time, like, you know, he was doing very well. Nowadays, everybody talks about Diddy Mokop because he is a buff. That man played very well yesterday, in fact. And very well at Capcom Cup, too. I really like watching his Dhalsim. He has a cool style. But Champ has always been kind of that calculated, slow Dhalsim player.
Yes. And so we're going to see a little bit of that right here. You know what? I mean, honestly, like, that's one of my favorite costumes, the Mummy Dhalsim.
It's so good. It's actually probably one of the coolest design costumes in this game, I think.
Yeah.
Just look at the way the limbs stretch out when he hits the normals. It's so cool.
Like, you think it would have looked kind of odd, but they did it well. It looks
This is an easy costume to mess up.
Yeah.
Ooh, he was snapping out that roundhouse, and he actually got caught, it looked like.
Going up against Domination, and this is, you know, a scary matchup here, especially once Bison gets that offense going. But again, nobody is better at getting out of the corner than Filipino Champ. I've said this since Street Fighter 4. But you know what? A back throw here and a Domination not keeping Dhalsim in the corner.
And that raw slide caught Champ walking backwards.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with this matchup here is that wasn't quite enough to kill, but the throw will do it right there. Bison has about like 7 ways in on Dhalsim. It's like, I can scissor kick, I can slide, I can dash, I can jump, I can
Devil's reverse, head
stomp. And as the way Champ likes to play, he likes to bait people into trying to get in on him so that he can counter them all the time. But that's not going to be as easy to do against Bison. Not a character I'm sure Champ is happy to have to play against right now.
Really, I think the thing is, it's on Bison to get in. So he has to make the decision, and then Champ has to counter, right? That's sort of like the way a lot of this match will go.
See it again, another raw slide like that, getting Domination right in there.
He's got to take a risk to get in. That's the kind of the way he lives in this matchup. V-Trigger 2 out, but it's floating off in the background. He jumped back into it.
I mean, sometimes people are getting hit by it on purpose just to get it out of play.
I don't think he knew it was there.
I don't think that was one of those cases.
It's floating off in the distance.
Yeah.
It's in the rafters up top.
Ooh, but didn't quite get the dunk afterwards. Ooh, good presence of mind from Champ to hit the Fierce on the way down. And again, trying to get in those with those crazy slides. Gets him with the Devil's Reverse.
Back throw, not enough to kill. Psycho Crusher, Champ with the check, and then the snipe back to back. Yeah, I didn't realize Champ's wearing the sunglasses indoors, and it's because he's blotting out that V-Trigger 2. It's too bright in the air. He doesn't want to look at it. I got it all figured out.
Yeah, but I like that. So, again, you know, one of those marks of strong players, you know, he checked him with that stand light punch, and like you said, he went immediately into the snipe. But that's because he had another backup plan ready to go in case that light punch didn't kill or didn't punish or hit.
Ooh, clean block. Yeah, he was ready for the punish too. Champ looked for meaty slide, but it was back roll.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, even if you do get punished off of that raw slide like that, how much damage really does it do?
Right. Ooh, meaty afterwards. Yeah, super advantage. Champ tried to wiggle.
Okay, one use of that V-Trigger 2 gone. Champ gonna try to find a way. Oh no, just ended up running into it. And again, you see how little damage that does? So a lot of times you kind of want to just get hit by that small, you know, before he gets to ignite it. It just doesn't do a lot of damage.
The forward throw here, Champ low on life, and the counter hit down jab. First game going to Domination Bison here.
Yeah, it's like I said, not exactly the matchup that you want to go and face if you're a Dhalsim player, but you know, Champ good at adjusting, but you know,
that donut's getting me, dude. I was like, you see Champ, he's like calculating his life. He's like doing all this mental arithmetic to figure out what to do, and there's a big old donut in the background.
I didn't see the donut, that's why it cut me off halfway through. I was just like, and then, whoa.
Yeah, you actually moved closer to the screen to confirm that there was, in fact, a giant donut in the background. It got me. I won't lie. It broke me. No big deal.
Well, Champ definitely not going to change characters, but he goes with V-Trigger 1 because I think he noticed that Domination is just eating it as fast as he can. preventing him from getting any decent mix-up. So let's go to V-Trigger 1.
Yeah, not a bad choice. I like Dhalsim is fluid in his V-Trigger choice. He's got a couple of good examples, or good options to choose. And I think that this one's a little bit more stable. V-Trigger 2, you rely on trying mix-ups, and you might put yourself at risk. But V-Trigger 1, the old classic, it's safe, it's solid, it's always a strong choice.
I mean, one of the best things about it is, like we mentioned about Colleen and Rashid, you know, just the ability to cancel into something and then have kind of a freedom of movement afterwards. The V-Trigger 2, if you hit him with it right away, it's not good. You want to activate it from far away. But here, you can slide into V-Trigger, etc., and you give yourself a nice defensive option that you don't have.
Ooh, early on that heavy kick after he chased him down with a hell attack in the corner. Stuffed.
Okay.
He's got the trigger out. He looked for the anti-air. It didn't work, but he's got EX in the air to close it out. A much cleaner round from Filipino Champ.
Yeah, I mean, he had that back medium punch and it missed as an anti-air, which actually surprised me because Champ is usually really on point with his timing for those kind of key anti-airs. It's not like Bison can change his arc in the air.
Yeah, it was kind of an unparticular angle that he tried to snipe at.
Could have been just because Bison's jump is so floaty and he's just using the timing that he's used to against everybody else.
Yeah, he kind of just glided over it and past it, and that one really works. It hits high, but yeah, he's a floaty character. It makes sense. Chasing him down now. Champ moving in, cutting off the screen here. He looked for the anvil.
Just ended up walking into it, and I love how Champ just used that for the, quote, jump-in instant air teleport Gale to gain some pressure right afterwards.
Look for that back strong. Doubled it up to get the answer afterwards. He was prepared. Trade there. It works out okay, I think, for Filipino Champ. Yeah, spending more bar on this V reversal.
Ooh, nice.
And
jumping strong. Yeah, the buff.
Allows him to cancel his jump medium punch into a float, and look at him. Check, check, check.
Oh, boy. Comes in for the slide. Gets a throw. It's scary time now.
Ooh.
Oh, he went for another one, but Champ had the jump back light kick ready to go.
It's an instant snipe. It's more damage than jumping jab. Instant overhead jump back medium kick. Just, it has a low, like, it hits straight down. It's like a very weird hitbox on a normal, but because of that, it allows him to jump back snipe like that. He used to be able to do it with Fierce, if you remember, but they slowed it down at the start of Season 2. So he used to be able to do jump back instant overhead Fierce really easily, and that would hit super low. It just tag you right on the top of the head as an instant overhead. Heavy button, big damage and stun on that.
No, but unfortunately, they took that out. So. But here we go, Filipino Champ looking much stronger in that second game. Not sure if it was necessarily the V-Trigger pick or just some smart adjustments from Champ, getting used to what it was that Domination wants to try to do.
Yeah, I feel like it was really just, he got cool, calm, and collected, nice and composed. I think he kind of came into his usual style and was ready for it. Kind of one of those matchups where the different approach angles might, you know, as a Dhalsim player, like, you're constantly doing geometry. It's sort of your occupation, right? You're constantly trying to find and pick and stop all these angles and solving for all these crazy situations. So now Bison is tough.
I really want someone to go and measure the angles of all of his pokes now and actually
and get the degrees.
Yes, give me the actual degrees. In degrees and radians, dude. I want them in radians as well, so. All right. See, like that standing medium kick kind of has that, you know.
Yeah, they all have different angles.
Like a minus, what is it, minus 15-degree angle or something?
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's the cool thing about Dhalsim, is that he's really a character where prediction and reaction in those situations are, he has a tool for every position, right?
Yeah.
You just got to be ready for it. Check on that drill a little high. I love the V-reversaling that Champ's doing now.
Yep. Just like I said, doesn't want to deal with that Bison pressure. Oh, yeah, he's going to fall on that.
He just floated down with jump HP, caught him at the top. It was a counter hit, so there was some kind of button there from Domination. And now match point Champ. It's a one apiece here. Sliding in, and that autocorrect. Turn back, hit him in the back jab from Filipino Champ.
One of the craziest things for me right now is it really feels like Domination has just all of a sudden shut down. None of the crazy slides. No, he's not charging for scissor kicks.
Yeah, and look at that. Champ has much more answers than he did before, right?
Yeah.
He's become aware again of what he needs to do. EX scissor.
Here's a good opportunity for Domination in the corner, but he jumps back.
Yeah, he was baiting that slide that he went for. Command throw. So he'll have it available for the combo, but the scaling's pretty high.
Yeah, so that's why he hasn't used it yet. It's still there.
It's gone now. Bison got hit. Oh, other side. Wow, that was crazy from Champ. What kind of setup does he have? Stays in the front, activates the V-trigger plus frames.
Yep, there's the advantage of V-trigger 1, and then the instant air snipe, as you mentioned, with the light kick doing a little bit more damage. I'm wondering if light punch wouldn't have killed.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. I'm not sure. He had that sniper jump back. It does a little bit more damage, so why not risk